go. Hello, Class 4. Welcome to today's reading lesson. We're ready to go on to chapters 26 and 27 in Wild Robot. I've just had Mr. Beefheart's been reading some of the chapters for the videos, and I've just gone and flicked through the ones I've missed, and I've just read that Roz killed a family of geese. Oh dear, she must be feeling awful. I nearly shed a little tear there. That was bit of a shock to me, but I hope you've all coped with the trauma of that. So now she's meeting some more creatures and she's learning different bits and pieces. She's learned how to camouflage, and in today's chapters she's learned a new skill which should help her to survive in life. For today's reading lesson, we're going to learn how to sequence events and putting things in order. So I want to share my screen, and you should see a PowerPoint. Here we go. So here's what we're doing. We're sequencing events. So events are just things that have happened in the story. And sequencing, when you sequence something, you just need to put it in a particular order. Okay, so we're going to order some events from Wild Robot. So how are we going to do this? Well, first of all, you need to find the main events. Find the main events that have happened so far. Next step is to decide which event happened first and which event happened last. They're going to become like two ends of your sequencing. So you'll know what happened first, what's happened last. They're the two easiest to find. So I recommend you find them first, and then you can drop in all of the other ones in between. If you can't remember which event happened first, then your last step is to use the text to help you. So you can go back to the book and have another quick skim and scan through to see which events happened in which order. Now, your task is just going to be events from one single chapter. So you're going to read the chapter. It's quite a few pages long. If you read the chapter again, decide the first and last, and then if you keep needing to go back to the chapter to find the order of the rest of the events, that's absolutely fine. But for me, on this video, we're going to work together to sequence the main events that have happened in all the chapters so far. So I want to ask you to pause in a second. And when you do, I want you to just chat with somebody in your house or remake some notes on a bit of paper and just decide for you, what are the 6 or 7 main things, the most important things that have happened in Wild Robot? There must be dozens, if not hundreds of little things that have happened, but what do you think are the main events? So have a pause now and answer that. Right, so what did you come up with? Here's mine. Here are my main events. Now I've deliberately jumbled them up because you're going to help me. We're going to work together to put these in the correct order. That's just an email, ignore that. Oh, and it's coming through on my phone and my watch. That's one email 3 times. Right, sorry, here's the main events. My main events. Roz helped a fox. Now the email's flashing up on the screen. Roz helped a fox. Roz learned the language of the animals. Roz takes an egg. Roz climbed a mountain. 2 bears chased Roz. A ship sunk. Roz accidentally killed a family of geese. The otters woke Roz up. So these are my main events. Are they the same as yours? Are they different? Doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong answer for that. It's whatever you think are the most important. So we're going to put these in order now. Can you remember what you had to do first? What did we have to do first? Let's go back to our first page and have a look here. See, find the main events we've done. Find which happened first and which happened last. So I'm going to zoom out to give me a bit of space to work with. So which of these things happened first? I'm going to give you time now to read them again and decide for yourself. All right, the first one there was a ship sunk. So I'm just going to move that to one side, and that's going to be number 1 for me, a ship sunk. And then what happened last out of all of these events? I know today's chapter has moved things on a bit, but before we read today's, what was the last thing that happened? It was Roz takes an egg. So Roz takes an egg is going to go last. So now we're left with 6 more events, and we have to decide which ones happened first. So Roz helped the fox. She learned them animals. She climbed a mountain. Now she can't climb a mountain or help anybody before she's woken up. So I know that number 2 must be Roz woke. Otters woke Roz up. And now I'm a bit stuck because I've got 5. Oh, no, hold on. I know that she killed the geese before she took the egg, because that's why she took the egg, because she needed to look after it because she'd accidentally killed their family. So now we're left with four things. Roz helped a fox, 2 bears chased Roz, Roz learned the language of the animals, and Roz climbed the mountain. Pause the video and see if you can remember, have a go. I mean, you haven't got the whole book, so it might be a struggle, but see if you can have a guess at which of these events happened in which order. So pause the video now and have a go, and I'm going to have a quick look at the book. Right, let's see then. So I'm flicking through the book now. Roz climbed the mountain. That came the climb. She climbed the mountain not long after she had woken up. So that's going to go there. And then after she's climbed the mountain, there was a storm. She fell asleep. She escaped. What did she escape? She escaped the bears. So she must have been chased by the bears next. Chased by the bears. And she escaped the bears, the pine tree, an insect, a camouflaged robot. She made some objects, the language of the animals, and then the wounded fox. So it was the language of the animals, and then helping the wounded fox. Fantastic. So now I've got them in sequenced in order. Ship sunk, the otters woke Roz up, she climbed a mountain, 2 bears chased her, she escaped the bears, then she learned how the language of the animals, she helped the fox, she accidentally killed the geese, and she takes an egg. Brilliant. So they're in order. So that's what you're going to do today. Let's have a look at your task then. This is what you will see on your to-do, your reading task to do for today. You've got page 1, you've got sequence and events. Now these are images. If you click on the green plus, you will have images that match these sentences on the other screen. So what I would do, what I would recommend is you put these events here from chapter 26 in order first. So what was first, what was last, and then drop the rest in between. Once you think you've got them in order, then put your pictures in order. So this will be number 1, this will be number 2, this will be number 3, 4, 5, and 6. Once you've got your sentences in order, those events, put your pictures in order, and then save the to-do and hand it in, and I'll have a mark of it and give you some feedback. Good luck.